Welcome to Naked Real Estate. My name is John Su, and today's topic we're going to talk about the 3 things you need to do first when you start investing. This video came up because I deal with a lot of first-time investors. They always say, John, I know I want to do real estate. I see other people make money in real estate. I've had many opportunities pass me by. Now, I'm sick of waiting and looking at other people make money in real estate. I want to do this for myself now. How do I do that? Where do I start? What do I do? That's probably the most common question I hear among my investor clients. So when I thought about it, the top 3 things I think every new investor should do. Number 1, find yourself an investment realtor. And what do I mean by investment realtor? Investment realtor is somebody who 1, owns rental properties, 2, has systems and processes on how to run the rental business like a business. Are they organized, or are they the very, how do we say, spontaneous real estate investor who just kind of does things with no real systems to show you? Right? When you do real estate as a business, you organize the systems and processes in that business. So, number 1, find yourself an investment realtor. Number 2, find yourself a mortgage broker who has been in the business for at least 5 years. And why do I use 5? I've found, with my experience dealing with mortgage brokers, 5 years is typically that time where a mortgage broker has done enough deals, been in the industry enough, developed the right contacts in the industry to deal with investment real estate. Rental property mortgages are a total different ball game. They look at total different factors than your regular mortgage person, and they're a lot more work. And when you often buy multiple properties, getting mortgages for multiple properties when you already own existing properties is not as easy as buying your home. Mortgages are harder to get. There's many more factors like rental income. So really, you want a mortgage broker who has at least 5 years in the business to do your mortgage. Do they need to be an investor? It's nice if they are, but it's not a requirement. It's more of a requirement to have a realtor who's an investment realtor than it is the mortgage broker. And the reason why I stress that you have the investment-minded and experienced team is when something goes wrong, you need to have somebody in your corner to call, to pick up the phone to say, John, rent's not getting paid, or John, I have to evict these people. What do you do in the real world, not what you should do? Because there's lots of things that happen when you own rental properties that, the stuff that you learn in the book doesn't tell you how to deal with. How do you deal with a family that hasn't paid their rent on New Year's Day? By the book, you should kick them out, right? If they're late. There's a lot of things in owning real estate that involves a large part of being a human being, but also running it like a business, and sometimes it has hard decisions. Number 3 thing that you need to do is make that commitment to yourself that you're going to take action. And a lot of people say to me, John, what the hell? Make the commitment. They must be somewhat committed if they are ready to buy real estate. And I agree with you, there is some level of commitment, but what I see most common in new investors is they're so scared to pull the trigger on the first property. And what they typically do is they'll put in offers and they'll always want these killer deals. And there's nothing wrong with getting a great deal, but there's also something called reality, where the person who's looking for that crazy killer smoking deal will pass over at least 5 to 7 good investment properties to maybe get that one. Most often I see they piss off their realtor or they piss off the sellers that they're trying to pretty much squeeze out every drop of blood out of the deal before they get anything done. But they've passed on many good rental properties, right? That they've got maybe one property when they should have had 5 or 7. And really, how much have they saved? 5 or 10,000? If you ask me, that doesn't even make sense to grind somebody for that extra bit and pass on good investment properties. Because at the end of the day, you know, new investors who haven't made that commitment to do real estate, they're always finding reasons to back out of the deal. Oh, the price is too high, or why aren't they giving us a deal? Or the property inspection, I want everything fixed. You know, when you don't want to do something, no deal is good enough. Right? When you don't want to do something, no deal is good enough. But when you make that commitment and you work with an investment realtor and set a fair baseline of what a investment grade property is, things just seem to flow, and you'll see how easily it is to grow a portfolio. I remember when I first joined Rain, didn't know a lick of anything about real estate. And Rain has this program where to be a gold member, you have to buy and transact 17 properties within 3 years. I remember when I first looked at that goal, I was like, holy shit, 17? I don't even got the money to buy one. Not even one. The money to not even buy one property. But that day I made the commitment to myself that I'm going to do this. And I didn't commit that I was going to buy 19, I was going to buy 17 in 3 years. But I made the commitment to get into real estate. I got the proper education from the Rain Group, and I went out there. And the crazy thing was this. In 2.5 years, I joint ventured 23 properties. And in those 2.5 years, I used my own money for the last couple of properties. And I started with nothing. So that's why I say top 3 things that looking back now, what I would do as a new investor. Number 1, most important, is an investment realtor, a real deal investment realtor. Not those guys who say, yeah, I can find you a rental, but they don't know shit about investing. Not your regular realtor. Please do not use your regular realtor. He's not qualified to help you. Number 2 is get a mortgage broker who has at least 5 years of financing experience. Number 3, make that commitment for yourself or for whoever. Just make that commitment to buy real estate, that you're going to do it. And I guarantee you, I can't guarantee your success because you know what, the market is the market. But I can guarantee you do those 3 things, you've already set yourself up and mitigated a lot of rookie mistakes out of the equation. So thank you for watching my video about the 3 things every new investor must do.